Gun control. Yeah, people should figure this one out for now. Unfortunately, they don't. Gun control, where do I begin? Well, Second Amendment. Founding fathers acknowledged the right to bear arms, mainly against a tyrannical government. That's what the Second Amendment's for. It isn't granted by the Constitution, just acknowledged to protect it. But it's only for that reason. I mean, these gun control advocates ring up, oh, it's for hunting. No, it's not. It's for being able to rise up against an oppressive government. So that's one reason we shouldn't have gun control. Let's see, criminals. Do criminals want to harm you? Yes, they're violent criminals. They want to harm you. We need guns to protect against these criminals. Again, gun control's stupid. They want to take away guns. They want to tell you what guns you can and can't use to defend yourself. It's like, oh, you only need a pistol for that. You don't need a revolver for that. You don't need a handgun for that. Well, fuck that. If I want to use a huge-ass AK-47 or even a Bret 50 cal to defend myself, I'll use it. That's the gun I chose to defend myself. That's what I think fits my needs for shooting this asshole that's breaking into my house. You know, whatever gets the job done. You can have an overpowered gun, an underpowered gun, adequately powered gun. Whatever gets the job done. Okay, gun control doesn't work. I mean, would a criminals turn in their guns? No, they're criminals by definition. They break laws. They won't turn in their guns. Only the law-abiding citizens will. And if they don't, they're criminals too. Guess what? Just for owning guns that are banned, that are bad. Oh, and also, the term assault weapon, not automatic weapon, but assault weapon, it's just a political term. It's a political term for weapons the politicians don't like. Like, they're really assholes such as Senator Feinstein are targeting weapons such as the AR-15, which is a really good assault rifle, by the way. Well, the fully automatic version is called the M16. The semi-automatic version is called the AR-15. And it's really good. It's got high reliability. It's got high customizability. It's easy to use. It's got good range, firepower, range, firepower, ammo capacity. It's good. So what is an assault weapon exactly? Well, pretty much an assault weapon is just a weapon on the assault weapon list. That's it. It's not like, oh well, to be an assault weapon it has to have a certain amount of firepower, clip capacity, range, accuracy. No, it doesn't. It just needs to be on the fucking list to be considered an assault weapon. That's all it really means. Is, hey, it's an assault weapon. It's on the list. Yeah. No. It's just there to oppress people. It's like, oh, they can't have these guns. They're bad. It's an assault weapon. On the list. So, yeah, that's an important thing to know to go against the pro-gun control arguments that, hey, the assault weapon isn't even like a real definitive term. Well, we'll just keep the guns out of the criminals' hands. No, it won't. It's called the black market. Criminals get their guns from there mainly. How do guns end up on the black market? Well, they can be stolen for one thing. People have had their guns stolen out of their homes and cars before. That's a good way to end up on the black market. Even gun stores have had their guns stolen. Yeah. Even guns have been stolen even from shipments. Like, there's robbers that robbed a parked train, freight train in the train yard for guns. So, So, yeah, those are on the street now. How should I handle the black market? Oh, there's corrupt gun dealers. That'll work. But anyways, yeah, criminals will still get their guns. Universal background checks. Gun registration. No. No, 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 no. Registration leads to confiscation for one. You know, we want to know who has a gun. We know who we can take the guns away from easily, you know. It's like we know who has what and how much of it. No, we don't want gun registration. Also, universal background checks. You know, make it hard for the law-abiding citizens to own a gun, why don't you? Plus, it won't work. Black market doesn't have universal background checks, and that's mainly where criminals get their guns, so why have universal background checks for law-abiding citizens? It doesn't make sense. 3D printers. You can 3D print a gun. It's kind of in infancy, but it'll get really high up, I assure you. It will get high up that, hey, I can just print this thing out if I have the metal to load into the printer and the know-how. Yeah, you can just 3D print a gun, which is why I'm serious. They're even going for 3D printing laws. Like, you shouldn't be able to 3D print a gun, have this printer, have this schematic. You shouldn't be able to do that, and you shouldn't be able to use 3D printed guns. Yeah. People can get guns from other people. People can give you guns. Friend, family, other criminals. You don't even need to pay money if they're going to be generous to give you a gun. So did that stop people from getting guns? No. Also, straw purchases. The classic straw purchase. I buy a gun for you. You pay me money to buy the gun and money just for the effort. They'll do it. You know, it's happened so many times before. Can't get a gun for yourself? Get someone to buy it for you. Have a criminal history? Get someone to buy it for you. Just look all shady when you walk in the store? Get someone else to buy it for you. Also, we all start out life as law-abiding citizens, so a criminal can buy the guns legally that easily. Well, they're law-abiding citizens. They don't have a criminal background yet to, like, be barred from the store from buying a gun. Also, you can win a gun at a contest. You can find guns that people left behind. It's really not that hard. And think about it, who are you really helping with this whole, we need to get rid of certain guns to keep people safe? Are you helping the law-abiding citizens who want these guns, who aren't going to harm anyone unjustly? Or are you really helping the government who does want to harm you, who does want to take away your means of defending yourself effectively? Against them, against criminals, against whoever. You know? Criminals can't use one gun, they'll use another. So basically you can't ban any weapons, because if you ban like the AR-15, they'll use the AK-47. If you ban the AK-47, they'll use the AR-15. If you ban both, they'll use, like, what, the Tech-9 or the Uzi, you know, they'll use something else. And these are just the criminals that are attempting to get their hands on guns legally. Like, if you ban certain guns from buying from stores, they'll just get the other guns they can get in their stores. And these are just the legal people. The illegal people is like, well, fuck that. Black market time, baby. So, what good does that do? You can't ban any guns. Second Amendment, the right to bear arms should not be infringed. You can't ban any guns because, wow, they're just suiciders. And that's just legally. So, there. Also, it's kind of just, it's a scapegoat, really. Gun control. It's like Adam Lanza went on a rampage and killed all these children in Sandy Hook Elementary. We need to ban guns so it doesn't happen again. We need to ban the guns he used. Because someone else can use those guns for similar shooting. Well, the guy was mentally ill. What about that? Does that matter? Are guns really the problem, or is it more of a people thing? Like, maybe the guy was abused. Maybe he's bullied. You know, stuff such as that. Why don't we actually work on social problems rather than just a freaking internet? Rather than just the sale of a freaking object? You know, we could fix society, somewhat at least. You know, we could try to make society less abusive towards the individuals. Or we can just ban some certain weapons that do actually nothing wrong on their own. And don't do anything to solve the problem, which is easier. You know, but which is smarter? It's easier just to ban weapons, smarter to actually go for the root of the problem. So if they just want to ban guns, it kind of shows how lazy people are, how kind of selfish, really. It's like, oh, you just want to ban a gun rather than actually help people out. Yeah, that's on you. That's not on the gun. So it all goes back to, you know, what are your priorities? What are your rights? Where's your brain? Where's your brain? Do criminals really think like law-abiding citizens about how to get a gun? Or do they often go around that and get a gun by whatever means necessary? Believe it or not, guns have even been taken away from law enforcement in the military. Yeah, they found military armories that were robbed. It's like, we're missing some stuff. Where is it? And it can often be an inside job. Like, well, some guy running the armory, some guy running the base sold or gave some guns away to some criminals. So, there's that. Plus you have Operation Fast and Furious, which I believe the government gave some guns to some criminals, or at least allowed the criminal to buy some guns from straw purchaser or something like that. Well, they got guns that way. Guns are often smuggled in and out of the border, the Mexican-Texas border, from America to Mexico, from Mexico to America. So let's just fully secure that border, which is near impossible to impossible. They'll still find ways to get through all the gaps and defenses and stuff. The border isn't completely secure, by the way. There are gaps in it, and I don't mean like broken pieces of fence. I actually mean fucking gaps where there is no fence. So they can go that way. People that smuggle the guns in and out, they can hide them past the border patrol gates, going in and out. It's just so easy to do it. So gun control just isn't going to cover the black market. It's only for the legal people. Gun control is only for the legal people. If you think about it, nothing's really for criminals. The laws, I mean, regulation isn't for criminals because they break regulation. Some people use the false argument, oh, do you think they should ban murder? No. Some people use the argument, oh, you think they should legalize murder? Criminals don't follow that. Well, it's a false argument because it's not exactly apples to oranges. It's not exactly apples to apples. Murder is something that's wrong, absolutely wrong, whereas owning a gun isn't. You know, murder is something police can actually capture people for. Guns, it gets a lot harder. Murder is an unjust action. Guns, just a possession. One's easier to enforce than the other. So, without argument. So, also, These so bad automatic weapons are hardly ever used in crimes. You just mainly hear about them. And also, fortunately, the more people have guns, like the higher the percentage of people that own a gun, at least one gun, the higher the percentage is, the lower crime tends to go. You know why? Because people actually have the means to defend themselves against these fucking assholes. They actually have a means. They can blow a criminal away if a criminal tries to blow them away. Think of that. Who would have thought of that? And look at Chicago. Chicago has a really high murder rate because, well, people aren't allowed to own a gun that well. So they get shot up. So, think about that. It's not going to reduce crime. It's going to make it worse. It's going to make more victims. So, that's all I have to say for gun control. I think I covered it all. Let me know if there's some stuff I haven't covered in the comments. So, that's all I have to say. I'll see you later.